Hi.
Hello.
I am here with Carolyne Rideg, and she actually used to be one of the founding members of Alchemy.
I was indeed.
And how long ago was that?
That was, I think it was 2007, 2008. No, wait a minute. It was, no, sorry, it was closer to 97, 98. That's
Wow.
when it was, yeah.
So this is like the lineage holder of the dance studio here in some way, and I just wonder if you could speak a little bit to how Alchemy has changed over time.
Oh my goodness. Well, when it started, Kathy Wollstonholm, who is now in South Africa, she and I started it. Tracy Rowland was also a huge part in that because she did a lot of the office stuff for us. She was a lifesaver. And we basically started just with Nia classes. And then I've watched the Alchemy change hands, and I've watched it go through all these different changes. And now I'm thrilled to see what's happening here, like all the different types of dance classes you're offering, the movement classes. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's a place in Boulder now that people like, we're going to the Alchemy, we're going to do hip hop, we're going to do fitness, we're going to do Nia, we're going to do soul sweat. So it's phenomenal. Yeah. And then all the burlesque work and everything. I mean, it's phenomenal.
There's so much diversity.
Yeah.
And if I'm to say something about Soul Sweat,
yes,
you're sort of, I mean, you're like the grandmother of Soul Sweat in a certain way. Chantal was originally your student.
That's right. Yeah, Chantal took the white belt Nia training with me, and then she went off and created her own version of Nia, which is Soul Sweat.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of a, yeah.
How long have you been teaching?
Fitness for a very long time. I'll say over 25 years. And I started Nia in 1989.
It's amazing.
1989.
It's amazing. I'm not trying to age you. I'm just saying, in my experience, so many people come here and they're like, I danced with her.
Yeah.
I danced with her years ago.
Right.
And I just feel like there's sort of a staple presence you have in the community.
Thank you.
It's so admired and so loved.
Well, I
and
appreciate that.
even
Thank you.
your classes now, I just feel like some of these old standards, these people who have been coming to Alchemy for
over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Yeah, I have clients who've danced with me for over 20 years.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, I would
amazing.
say, in my experience of you, you're really a master teacher. Like,
Thank
you
you.
have been doing it for so long, and your ability to articulate with the movement and have it be fun and uplifted and be projecting and be holding all this wild, fierce confidence
Right.
that you hold is really stunning.
Thank you. It's a lot of practice.
A lot of practice.
And a lot of training teachers, right? So when I get to train teachers, that's when I can really dive into the work and dive into technique and teaching skills, cueing, all of that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're going to be doing a workshop here
Yeah.
for the general public,
I am.
teachers, but
Yeah.
also the general community.
I can't wait, yeah.
That's related to alignment
That's right.
in specific.
That's right.
And can you tell me a little bit about that and about what you, I mean, a lot of teachers, I feel like they're not bringing that edge. They're not speaking. And you will come up to me even personally in class
Right,
and
yeah.
say, Jenna, heel, lead. Heel, Jenna, heel, lead. You know, because
Yeah.
as you're dancing, it's sometimes hard to hear.
Right.
So can you talk
Yes.
a little bit about the importance of that and how you bring that to the movement?
Yes. My belief is that if you're going to dance and you want to dance for a long time and you want your body to be healthy and feel good, if you don't have the right technique and the right alignment, you're going to get hurt. You know, and I mean, I've certainly gotten hurt. I've hurt my feet, I've hurt my knees, I've tweaked my back. And it comes from not paying attention to what I'm doing. And if I can help people really be in their bodies, you know, my goal is to have people dance their hearts out, but really be in their bodies and embody what they're doing, feel what they're doing, so that every step they make, every pulse they make with their chest or a releve or a martial art block, they really sense and feel what they're doing, so that they've got good, strong technique behind them, so they don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That there's a way in which dance can be so out of body because of this
Yes.
ecstatic nature.
Yes.
And I find, like, in some of the dance classes, I'm jumping and I'm leaping and I am not embodied. I'm just exuberant.
Right.
And I'm actually quite out of body. In your class, I noticed that to be actually very different.
Yeah. So you stay in your body.
I stay in my body.
You know, this is a great point, because people will come and go, I don't care about technique. I just want to dance. I just want to let go. Dance to me is just freedom. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, it is, and I want people to feel that. But if you don't have the sense of what you're doing and you don't have the technique, that's when you're going to get hurt. It's kind of like you're starving. You go into your house and you just open the refrigerator and you're like, oh, I'm just going to eat. Well, geez, if the meat's raw, you're going to get sick. You gotta cook it first, right? I don't know what happened. I just was starving and I started putting food in my face. I don't know. I just was dancing and I blew my knee out.
Right.
Oh, God almighty. I mean, yes, be ecstatic, jump, dance, do all that stuff. Just, be careful. Just sense your body first before you let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. And I personally have had so many injuries this last year because of my own enthusiasm and exuberance and a lot of this jumping and leaping.
Right.
And I've found that now returning after an injury, I'm so much more conscious about it.
Good.
I'm so much more conscious about it. And I feel like you bring that
Good.
in your language specifically, to each of your classes.
Right.
But I'm really excited about this in-depth experience that we're going to have with you. These
wait.
2-part workshop series.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
Yeah. And can you just say a little bit about what that will be like for people to know a little bit more about how in-depth you'll be going and what you'll be talking about in terms of alignment during those 2 parts?
I'm going to work with the different movement forms that happen in Nia and Soul Sweat, and then generally in dance, and talk to them about keeping their how to keep the bodies. How to work with the feet specifically will be the first workshop. So how to really articulate, work through the whole foot, how to use the legs, how to use the hips, how to keep your spine safe, your shoulders safe. And then I'll build on that when we go into the second one later in August.
Yeah.
And everything that I teach, you can do whether you're dancing here at the Alchemy Movement or whether you're just like out walking your dog or, just in life, how to really keep your body strong and safe.
And that's the piece too, is that it's not just safety, it is safety, but it's strength. Like I feel like when I'm doing a movement properly, I get so much more physically out of the class.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And I want people to be able to take it, what we do here, it shouldn't end when you walk out the door. You should come in, you should dance, you should get that high from moving, know how to use your body in a really knowledgeable, safe, but fun way, and then don't leave it here, take it with you. So as you're moving through life, I call it dancing through life. Take that with you.
Yeah.
So
you can find this amazing powerhouse, Carolyne Rideg, here at Alchemy every single Thursday at noon at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
And also her workshop will be coming up on April 8th for part 1 from 1 to 3 here at the studio, and also August 26th for the second part. And you don't have to attend the first to attend the second, right?
You don't. It certainly would help, but you don't have to.
Yeah. So come soak up this brilliant human and get the most out of your movement.
Thank you. I'll see you there.